Welcome to your daily English listening practice. Today, we have a complex time mystery, the photographer's mistake. Chloe loved old technology. After her adventure with the coin from the future, she needed a simple, predictable hobby. She returned to her first love, classic film photography. Her camera was a heavy, German-made Voigtlander, a model known for its sharp, almost magical focus. One cloudy Thursday, Chloe was walking in the historic district. She found herself on Sapphire Street, a long avenue filled with colorful flags and tall, ornate balconies. On the corner stood an old iron clock, showing the time 1:45 p.m. Chloe noticed a strange detail near the clock. A small, dark green delivery van was parked illegally, completely blocking the entrance to the famous Gemini Art Gallery. The driver was nowhere to be seen. Chloe decided this contrast, the beautiful old clock and the ugly modern van, was the perfect image. She aimed her Voigtlander and took one shot. The camera made a deep, satisfying click. Chloe returned to her apartment to develop the film in her darkroom. The negative was normal, but when she printed the photograph, her hands began to tremble violently. The photo showed Sapphire Street, the same clock, the same dark green van, but the clock clearly showed 3:45 p.m., exactly 2 hours in the future. More terrifyingly, the photo was filled with chaos. The street was empty of people, the colorful flags were ripped, and the Gemini Art Gallery entrance, which was visible behind the van, was smashed. There were bright yellow police lines taped across the broken doorway. Chloe checked her clock. 1:55 p.m. She only had 1 hour and 50 minutes to prevent a major crime. She rushed to her window and called her friend, Detective Miller, describing the scene. Miller was skeptical. "A photo of the future, Chloe? Are you sure you didn't double expose the film?" "I am sure," Chloe insisted. "A major crime will happen at the Gemini Gallery at 3:45 p.m. It is a smash and grab, and the street will be empty." Detective Miller agreed to go to the street, but only to check on the illegally parked van. Chloe knew she needed to act faster. She returned to the photo. She noticed another detail. The back door of the delivery van was slightly open, and a few small white feathers were floating near the doorway. Chloe grabbed her coat and ran back to Sapphire Street. The clock showed 2:50 p.m. When she arrived, Detective Miller was standing next to the dark green van, writing a parking ticket. "The van is empty, Chloe. Just old clothes and a few boxes," Miller said, looking bored. "The feathers," Chloe whispered. "Look at the back door." Miller looked. There were indeed small white feathers floating near the van's open door. Chloe suddenly remembered the gallery's biggest new exhibit, the Swan Diamond Necklace, a famous piece that had been secretly delivered just this morning. The necklace was stored in a heavy, white-lined security box. "They're not using the van to park. They're using it as a shield and a getaway vehicle," Chloe shouted. "The feathers are from the broken security box. They are already inside, waiting for the crowd to clear." Miller finally looked serious. The street must be empty by 3:45 p.m. for a robbery. They will use the fire alarm to clear the area just before the crime. At that moment, the clock showed 3:20 p.m. They had 25 minutes. "You need to arrest the driver now," Chloe cried. "The driver must be inside the gallery, pretending to be a guard or a worker." Miller called for backup. He and Chloe rushed into the Gemini Gallery. The gallery was still full of people. Miller quietly ordered the staff to check the security cameras for any new employees. They found one, a man in a black uniform who had arrived just before 1:45 p.m. He was heading towards the main vault. At 3:40 p.m., the police arrived. The thief, seeing the commotion, panicked. He ran out, but he was immediately captured. The swan diamond necklace was safe. Chloe and Miller returned to the street. The clock showed 3:50 p.m. The whole street was now empty, just like the photo. Chloe looked at the printed photograph in her hand. The photo still showed the empty, smashed gallery entrance dated 3:45 p.m. "You saved the place, Chloe," Detective Miller said, completely stunned. Chloe smiled sadly. "I didn't save it, Detective. I just proved that even the future can be changed." She decided to keep the Voigtlander. It wasn't just a camera, it was a powerful tool that demanded constant, careful attention. Now, let's practice your understanding. 1. What time did the photo show, and what time was it in reality? 2. What expensive item was the thief trying to steal from the Gemini gallery? 3. What small detail helped Chloe understand the thief was already inside the van? Thank you for your daily practice. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more English stories tomorrow.